Yo, my guys, my kings, my warriors, my brolies, my uchias, you feel me? All y'all demon slayers, Shikamaru, Naras, Nejis, Minotaurs, Trunks, Gohan, Super Saiyan tools, all y'all powerful niggas, man. Open up this conversation with cosmic love, peace, gratitude, and abundance, and inner strength. Particularly valuing your inner strength over lustful desires. Let's get straight to it. Why y'all don't settle for less? It's very important to know your worth and know who you are and know what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Because you strong. It takes strength and courage to do this type of shit on this journey. That alone. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's just Amazon cars just drive past. But that alone puts you in a one-of-one type of category, where everybody else that's a one-of-one, if that makes sense. So if your self-worth is so, lack of better words, highly, why not attract a goddess or a queen, as well as the things that are in your desired reality that are highly as well, that's on that same frequency as well. Why settle for less? Only way I would settle for less is if I don't believe I could attract the shit that's meant for me. I'll have to be in the mindset thinking that maybe the shit that's meant for me is not even out there or doesn't exist anymore. Maybe it used to exist, and now I have to see what's close to that. And there's no shame in thinking like that, honestly. It's just the truth is just settling for less. And also the truth of self-doubt as well. Doubting yourself, thinking you're not worthy, or thinking, a piece of you isn't worthy enough to believe in that for yourself, to, you putting down your own spiritual powers, your manifestation powers, you putting that to the back burner a little bit. When you're the creator of your reality, bro, it's not worth it to think like that, Like, let's say I wanted a virgin, right? And I'm not settling for less, but a virgin. The more I keep believing in that, the more I stay on this semen retention journey, this natural state of living, the more I keep acquiring and manifesting, great things into my life. Eventually, I will come across a virgin. Traveling, if I like traveling, that just put me at a higher success rate, lack of better words to say, for my desired reality or my desired, divine counterpart. You know what I'm saying? Basically, who I want to attract in my life as the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just an example, though. And if you think virgins don't exist anymore, and that's just what you're gonna more than likely, experience in your reality, you're not gonna ever come across that. You know what I'm saying? If you, think that you're not good at a sport, you're never gonna give your best at this certain sport. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna perform at the level of your thinking. You're gonna perform with a ceiling, a limit to your skills over your head. I hope this is not loud. Turn that down some. But yeah, you're not gonna perform at an all-time high. Because you don't believe in yourself enough. So this video not gonna be that long. It's pretty simple why I don't settle for less. I deserve, high vibrational things. My voice cracked. I deserve definitely high vibrational shit though. Um, the work I put in for myself, the hard choices I make daily when I don't have to, the truth that I know, as well as you guys, as well as y'all know the truth, when it comes to just anything in life, what I'm saying? Knowing the truth and moving in the truth are two separate things. When you combine both of them, you are like unstoppable when it comes to your aura. Your aura cannot be penetrated when you're moving in the knowing of who you are and you're not settling for less. So you deserve the best as long as you feel like you're the best within your reality and you show and prove to yourself that you're the best. You know what I'm saying? You overcome and you face everything, every trial and tribulation, every obstacle coming your way. And you always come out on the other side because you believe you're the best. You believe you are strong. So therefore you will complete tasks that require strength. And it's just that simple. You're not running from shit. So of course, you deserve rewards for that. You deserve the benefits that come with self-control, that come with living in your natural state, that come with holding your nut. You deserve that. You deserve, the finances. You deserve the energy. You deserve the power. You deserve the increase in magnetism and electricity. You deserve the increase in manifestation powers. You deserve, your decrease in anxiety, your decrease in depression, when it doesn't, when it goes away completely. You deserve that. You deserve the increase of a feeling of wanting to conquer not only yourself with self-mastery, but the world. You deserve, repair of your hair loss or your ether. You deserve a pure ore, the purity that come with this shit. You deserve being high off life just because you got so much semen, you have so much life within you. You deserve the woman attraction, the females that sense shit through their intuition, that your aura, your energy is pure, that you have, that you're very fertile, you're the right mate, almost like on some animal shit, mating season shit. You're the right mate for procreation. You deserve that because it is true. You are, if you are, aligning yourself with this natural way of living and you putting in that work day in and day out, and you're not choosing to do the goofy shit. You're not choosing to, stay up all night and look at ass and titties. You're not choosing to watch nasty videos. You're not choosing to, always chase after girls and, try to get their number and be thirsty after them. Because it's billions of girls on the planet. It's way more girls. It's more, like, in the millions, more girls compared to niggas on the planet compared to guys. So if it came down to it, every guy get with a girl, what's it called, monogamous relationship, when it's just one girl, one guy, there's gonna be so many girls that want a relationship as well, but they can't, so they're gonna be alone. And that's a whole nother topic with polygamy and shit like that. That will have to come into play. Or it's gonna be a lot of, depressed girls out there, and not to get too far off topic, when it comes to you being the best mates energetically and energy wise, energetically, she's gonna choose you, and she has the right to, she's making a good choice as long as she's not a Jezebel, but she's making a great choice, and you're the prize. They try to flip it on us in society, saying the females are the prize. Let's look at all the statistics, all the things that are backwards. That's a result of a female being the prize. Things fucked up out here, There's a lot of divorces. There's a lot of, cheating going on, Even on both, obviously males cheat too, but females definitely, be cheating, But it's like, if I'm the prize, why am I fucking shit up? If I'm the prize, why am I not disciplined? Why am I not, working on my self-mastery? Why am I not, why am I getting bored if this guy is doing everything he can and it's just a routine now and I'm getting bored and I want to cheat? Why does the prize move like that? Nobody talks about that or asks that question. But guys that have their shit in order, with structure and order, and they be disciplined, be consistent, what I'm saying, or they're working on their way to be that, because you have to start from somewhere. You have to start from ground zero. You have to learn, you have to constantly keep fucking up to become that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be in your soul. You got to be that type of person in your soul spiritually first before it becomes the external, before it comes out into what people see, into what people can feel with your aura of you being that guy, of you being that, masculine guy, that presence that feels safe next to, women. And it all, once again, all goes back to within. It's not outwardly like we was taught to chase women, to love them. I'm saying, to make sure they're good, happy wife, happy life. How is it happy wife, happy life when there's so many fucked up ass relationships that go to shit? You know what I'm saying? Unless you just a simp at heart. You just a motherfucker that put them, a girl, over your purpose and over what your structure and order, how you want things, how you want to lead, to make sure that both of y'all are good forever. If you just letting her lead when they don't want to lead at the same time, but you're still letting her lead and you're letting her do what she want to do and control everything, how is that a happy wife, happy life type of, how is that like a result of spiritual enlightenment and, success overall with that blueprint for both parties, and for both parties to be blissful? If I trust that makes sense. I know I was a little bit all over the place with that one, but I'm just trying to, say that if you're the divine masculine, it's within your nature to lead and protect, and to make sure that everything is good and structure and order is being put in place, to make sure your boundaries are strong, to make sure you lead in the way, even if she has, a blueprint or, her opinion on how things should go. She could lead in her feminine ways, but she cannot lead in masculine ways. You feel me? She cannot lead when she cannot step on your toes. You feel me? She gotta let you and allow you to be you. You feel me? And you gotta do you regardless if she allow you to do you or not. But it would help if she allow it, because then she could fall back and lead in her ways and be the feminine, sweetheart, the nice, soft girl that she loved being. They don't like being in control of all that shit. That comes with like survival mode. That comes with fear and low vibrational emotions, why they feel like they got to be in control of shit all the time, because they fear this of happening. They fear of being abandoned, or they fear of being in a situation where they're by themselves or some shit like that. Also, with that being said, they don't respect you. They don't love you. Even if they say they do, the actions don't add up to that. You know what I'm saying? If you love somebody, I tell y'all too this all the time. I tell y'all this all the time. If you love somebody, you first have to love yourself to love anybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in fear a lot and you fear of losing the girl, or she fears losing you, you feel me? Where's that self-love at? You know what I'm saying? Where's that security within yourself of knowing you ain't gonna lose yourself? If they end up leaving you, right? If they end up not choosing you, you're gonna be okay with that. It's gonna hurt, of course, but you're gonna be okay with it, because you have self-love first. You have yourself first. You feel me? You did your job first. If it was reversed, if it was all fucked up, and you're trying to make it better, that's all that matters, because you're eventually gonna get it, as long as you both work towards that. One person can't work towards it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both can make any relationship can work, as long as both people got that structure and order and mindset of wanting this shit to work, and putting in the work day in and day out, and forgiving themselves first before they forgive each other. Like, and some more shit, but I ain't gonna get too deep into that. This video not about relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? So that all came out with like, why would you settle for less when you know all these things and you know you can, you upgrading your life, so you know you can upgrade the potential goddess or queen that's meant to be attracted into your life. You know that you can bring so much to the table that's natural without coming off, I guess what they would say, toxic masculinity, or not humble, or whatever bullshit they want to project onto the divine masculine. That doesn't matter. As long as you got your shit in order and you got your blueprint in order for yourself first, then you will be fine. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, semen retention, bro. Living in your natural state on top of that. That's a mandatory foundation that will give you the engine for completing anything you want in this life, completing all your tasks, all the character development, unlocking your brain, all that shit. You feel me? And if a female doesn't know that, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to blame them. You don't have to get mad at them. There's no need to blame or get mad at anybody outside yourself, because that's just projection. You're getting mad and angry about yourself because of how you're moving, how you think you should have moved, or the mistakes you made. You know what I'm saying? That's a projection type of thing. Yeah, bro. You one of one. You great. You powerful. You deserve the best shit because you put yourself in situations of hardship, overcoming trials and tribulations daily to be rewarded with the best shit. So you deserve it. It just makes sense. It's only right, and you're gonna get everything you want, bro. Just stay focused, stay consistent, stay calm too. Definitely with self-control, with semen retention, females, they want a guy. This goes back to saying, when I said earlier in the video, they don't want to lead nothing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like the masculine shit, they don't want to lead the relationship. And this is another reason why, because when it comes to like when shit hit the fan, because y'all gonna go through things in a relationship, she don't want to be the first, she don't want to be the leader of how to get through that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're in certain situations when you're knocked down as a god, as a king, as a warrior, yes, you will need your girl to uplift you, and she'll lead in that aspect. Like I said, she'll lead in her feminine ways. That's perfect. That's amazing. When it comes to like y'all both are just going through some shit, either internally or outside of yourselves or outside of the relationship, and it requires for the divine masculine to stay calm while the divine feminine is, going through whatever she's going through, her emotions, or, what I'm saying, she's crying or some shit, or she's feeling however she's feeling, hearing from her divine masculine, telling her in a calm way that it's going to be okay, I got it. When it's like fire in front of you, when it's like shit that it seems like shit's finna go to shit, it seems like her world is crashing down on something. They love that, what I'm saying? They feel super safe with that shit. A lot of them never experienced that. But when you're on semen retention and you work on yourself daily, this is the rewards that come with it. Character development is a reward system in itself. You develop certain things about yourself, especially with learning daily too. You know what I'm saying? We're learning things, whether you read books or you be on YouTube, whatever, you deserve a soft, feminine, powerful goddess or queen, that deserves herself to experience a divine masculine that lives in his natural state and stands on business when it comes to spiritual enlightenment, because he knows that everything starts in the spiritual realm. Everything starts with shit you don't see first. You know what I'm saying? With these two eyes. Everything starts like self-love. You can't see that when you start to do self-love first. The first stuff, like, you can't literally see outside of yourself of the actions you put in within yourself of like meditation and semen retention. And you can't see the millions of sperm cells building up within you. You can't see the positive affirmations you say in your head daily. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But you'll see in a divine masculine, skin, or the life in his eyes, or you'll hear and you'll feel, you know what I'm saying, that you'll feel the work and see the work that he puts in on a daily basis. I trust that makes sense. So this video getting long as fuck. I didn't expect this. I said this video wasn't gonna be long. This video long as shit. So, yeah. That's why I don't settle for less. Like, and sometimes it makes you think. You get these thoughts of like just a long path of just by yourself, like a long ass path. You feel me? Because majority of people just not on your frequency. Majority of people don't even want to grow. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to, because growth, you're going to go through phases of growth. It's growth, evolve. It's not just one time you grow and that's it. And it's like, you, on the other hand, you understand it takes uncomfortability to grow. It takes that chaos moment, them chaotic moments for growth. You feel me? Whether that's chaotic moments internally or externally. And knowing that you are at least trying, because you at least need to attempt to keep on trying to evolve so you can get out on the other side. Even if you keep on falling down, you're going to eventually become consistent one day. And now you're going to keep on facing shit. Now you're just going to be going through and getting out on the other side of shit every time. You know what I'm saying? Man. Yeah, just sometimes that thought come in your head like, damn, I'm going to be doing this alone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling's uncomfortable. That picture in your head is uncomfortable. At the same time, it's well needed, and you'll rather do that than be like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the divine masculine is supposed to go on a solitude journey, which that's required, it just depends on how long you'll be in solitude. That's different for everybody, every divine masculine. But at a certain point, a divine masculine will be in solitude for sure, for growth. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that thought do come in my mind. Like, damn, it be feeling like that scene in Dragon Ball Z, early Dragon Ball Z, like Dragon Ball Z Kai, of him going to meet, I forgot his name, meet Kai or some shit. I forgot folks' name. But like the long ass, what's it called, Snake Way? That long ass path. And Goku was on that path for a long time. And it looked pretty blissful. I ain't gonna lie, like how the scenery and shit, but I just know it's so quiet, and you just on your path, you know what I'm saying? And Goku was standing on shit, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't on that path, draining himself every day, doing things to harm himself, and then now he's getting everything he wants. Like, the universe don't work like that. Like, you're not getting rewarded for doing the opposite, for living unnatural, you feel me? Not for the righteous. So yeah, I'll just be thinking about that, and I'll be grateful that, semen retention is free, and all you gotta do is just stand on what you believe in, and, treat yourself with self-love, so everybody around you can be treated the same, and yeah. But every righteous person went through so much shit. So definitely gotta embrace everything that comes with this shit. It wouldn't be fun, I guess, right, without no type of growth. I mean, what type of resistance for growth, without any type of battle, battlefield, training grounds to grow. So, all right, I'm finna make the next video. I'm rambling now. Open up this conversation with positive intent, and I end it the same way, with cosmic love, peace, abundance, gratitude, and inner strength. Particularly valuing your inner strength over lustful desires. And I'll catch y'all next video.